welcome to a special one-shot episode of This Could Get Dicey. We're playing Daggerheart, the open beta, and also, weirdly, we're all sitting at the same table.
Woo!
For the first time.
This is weird.
I've never seen Alex in person before.
Yeah,
Never.
did you guys know he wore glasses?
Did y'all know we all wear glasses?
Whoa!
Destiny's not here. She's busy. No, we have been big fans of Darrington Press for a while, so we are open beta testing their game. This is our first time running the game. We've played around with character creation. You can go check out videos on socials about our specific characters. But we're going to just jump in here. It's a beautiful day to learn a new system.
Same.
Ready?
I agree.
Same.
Ready?
Ready.
This game, everyone, is going to be set in the world of Dreugala. But let's say non-canon. Non-canon events.
Okay.
Just in case y'all try and change the world on me.
Damn.
We can make it canon if you want, Becky. It's your world.
We'll see.
find out at the
We'll
end.
find out at the end.
Okay, yeah, let's see what happens.
I'm gonna kill the robots and Lauren. I'm burning down business.
No!
I'm gonna find a meal.
Alright. Welcome to Therinhill, a city of hard-working people in mostly the lumber and fishing trades. Therinhill's proximity to Hollow Tree Lake and the Patchwork Forest gives it a mystic and misty vibe. With wind crisp in full swing, you can also bet that everyone's bundled up against the cold winds coming off of a Hollow Tree Lake south of town. It's a big lake, which you've seen a couple times now. There is a constant clanking or buzzing of simple machinery as the abundant resources are harvested for trade all over Istrun. The people here know the land well. It is an inextricable part of their existence in the heart of the continent. Therinhill itself is a unique mix of ingenuity and tradition. Lumber and fishing are two industries that have been vital to the people of Istrun and Dreugala for millennia. But what makes Therinhill unique is the city's commitment to efficiency and growth. Long ago, inventors began settling in Therinhill as they saw the opportunity to speed up the inefficient methods of the early loggers and fishers here. That has blossomed into a productive coexistence between the new and the old. So much so that Theodore Wattlesburg serves as a representative of Therinhill, representing the interests and perspectives of the city's many inventors. You find yourself here on tonight's mission for the Court of Outlaws. You entered the city under the guise of traders seeking new markets for fish, but you have much more nefarious and important deeds to accomplish. The Court of Outlaws caught wind of an invention in one of the laboratories here that could change the very landscape of Therinhill. Inside sources say that it's a dangerous invention, not for the people around it, but for the economy and ecology of Therinhill. Whether that be the verdant forest or the bountiful lake, you don't know. You're currently posted outside said laboratory, the Therinhill Advancement Forge. You've been told this is amongst the newest of inventor halls here in the city, although its existence does span a couple of decades, and your mission is simple. Figure out what the invention is, and if it truly poses a threat to the vibrancy of Therinhill's trades, take it back for further examination. You're standing outside, kind of hidden right now, as a group of scientists, their lab coats folded over their arms or tucked into their bags, exit the front door of the lab, crossing in front of you without notice, talking about the evening's revelry to come. As they walk by, you, Becky, describe who we see.
Okay. Hello, I'm Timmy Two-Toes. Pronouns they, them. I'm a little ribbit, which is like a frog person. I'm from the Underborn, which means I'm from a subterranean society. I'm a syndicate rogue. I have obsidian black frog skin. I also only have 2 toes.
Total.
On each foot, 2 toes. I have clothes that are inconspicuous. Eyes the color of earth. They're like earth. That's what's on the paper here. Body that's short. It's a short body. And attitude kind of like a nerd.
All right. As this group of scientists walks by you, say that name one more time for us.
Timmy Two-Toes.
Timmy Two-Toes. This group of scientists walks by. Are you doing anything?
Let me see here. I think I will not. Can I just take in the appearance of one of them in particular? I don't want to do anything, but I do have uncanny disguise, and so I need to be able to picture someone clearly in my mind if I want to use it in the future. So I want to kind of take note of one of the scientists.
Yeah, make an instinct roll for me.
Okay. First roll of this. I'm rolling 2d12.
So this is a duality dice roll. It's 2d12. One of the dice is a hope dice. One of the dice is a fear dice. Depending on if you roll higher with the fear or hope, affects the outcome.
And you said what kind of roll is this?
This is instinct to kind of perceive, instinct. You're kind of like perceiving, kind of scoping them out.
Okay, I add nothing. I rolled a 12 with a lot of fear.
So 12 with fear, meaning your fear die was higher.
Yes.
As the GM, I get to take a fear token. I started with 2, just like you both started with 2 hope. I'm going to take a fear token, add it to my box here. With a 12, you do notice you're able to take in, these are some like stereotypical ass scientists. They look like they work in labs. They look like they're very clean, decanted, like they went through some kind of like cleaning process on their way out. Also with a 12, they look a little like tired, I would say. Another small group of individuals walks out of the lab now. These look slightly different. These individuals are wearing some like sweat and dirt-laden jumpsuits, badges like attached to the front still. Think like a janitor or something like that. They walk past you, Alex, heading toward the main part of town where the signs of workday nightlife are springing up. Who do we see as they offer one more glance back at the lab?
What do you say, Crimble Hellhammer? The Sable Orc Warrior?
Okay.
Crimble uses he, him pronouns. He has clothes that are sexy. Think like normal armor for girls in RPGs. That's what Crimble's working with.
Ass cheeks out, titties out.
It's not fair that they only get to use that. I want it too. He has eyes like a ruby. He has a body that doesn't quit. He is the color of the snow and the sun.
What does that mean? No,
Two separate? Does he have heterochromia? What do you mean when you say that?
I am just the color of the snow
Okay.
and the sun.
Great.
And I kind of have an attitude like Dora the Explorer. I'm just very excited to kind of be here. I think I'm holding. You mentioned that we were under the guise of looking up fishmongers or something, right? I think I'm holding 2 crispy fishes on a stick. Timmy, you would like fish?
Oh, thank you. Crimble, do you ever think about how I'm black and you're white?
All right, let's get into a deep discussion about race.
What I like the most about you, Timmy, is that you can see the world for what it really is, even when you're holding a fish, and we're on a secret mission. And I think that is a good compliment to give as I use my ability, a soldier's bond.
Okay.
Once per long rest, if you compliment someone or ask them about something they're good at, you may both take 3 hope. Kenny, is that fair?
That is totally fair. That's a great compliment. Both of you take 3 hope. Hope in this game, for the listeners, is an expendable resource for the players. They use hope to activate different abilities. They can give each other advantage on rolls. So hope is a resource they should be using fluidly. I encourage you to use that freely. I think you're both full now,
We're full. We have 5 hope each right now.
5 is the maximum hope you can spend. So I hope that you can have. I hope you use it. Do you want to do anything, Crimble, as this group like kind of walks by you and you give this fish to Timmy? Are you doing anything in relation to these individuals walking by?
Timmy, should I ask them why those were clean folk and why those folk are dirty?
I don't see why not.
It seems like what I think is the Court of Outlaws is what I understand a sneaky group, but sometimes you can be sneaky by being loud, right? Do you get where I'm coming from?
Are you new to the Court of Outlaws? I thought we've been with the Court of Outlaws for a while.
I'm just trying to change things up, you know?
Sure.
Trying to,
well, yeah, as like a rogue, I sometimes have a presence, and sometimes I don't have a presence. Today, I don't have a presence, but perhaps you have a presence.
I have a presence. You should give me 3 hope. That was a nice compliment.
I don't have that ability.
As one of these dirty janitor folks walk by, I go crunching on a fish. I'm like, hey fella, how was your day? How was the work day? Working hard, hardly working, huh?
Oh, I mean, it was fine, I guess. Do you need something? Can I help you with something?
I saw a bunch of folks just walk out of here. They were all clean, but you're all dirty.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit rude. Go ahead and make a presence roll. This is again a duality dice roll.
+0. I got an 8 with fear.
So, are you Becky here? You could spend a hope to give advantage in some way if you want to.
I think I would like to jump in and help Crimble here. Oh, sir, he really just doesn't know any traditions with social norms at all.
I don't.
Great. Spend a hope. Advantage here gives you a d6 to add onto your roll.
That's a 4, bringing my 8 to a 12 with fear.
So a 12 with fear. I take another fear token. Thank you. That is a success to the DC I had set in my head. However, because you rolled with fear, usually that means there's some kind of like consequence. Or I'm going to give you a stress here.
Okay.
As this guy starts to lean into you. He says, yeah, we do really hard work in the forge. Some of it's dirty work. You're working with natural resources. Some people are scientists, so they're not working so hands-on with the resources. They're kind of studying. But if you're interested, you can head right in the front door. It's a public lobby. There's information in there if you're interested.
You can just go in?
Absolutely, sir. You're welcome to go in. There's information in the lobby for you.
How might somebody get to like the private areas of the forge?
Nice.
That is not allowed actually, unless you work for the forge.
Yeah, I work for the forge.
Yeah, we work for the forge.
All right, let's make a presence roll.
Can I listen? I have a deaf deceiver ability.
Okay.
Could I use hope to take advantage on a roll to deceive or trick someone into believing?
Absolutely.
Alive?
Spend a hope to use that ability.
Okay.
Do you have to spend a hope, or you just?
Yes, spend a hope to take advantage on a roll.
Great. Yeah, take advantage. If a player already has advantage, you can still give advantage, and roll a d6. You can roll an extra d6, and you can take the higher of the two if you want to do that.
Let's go ahead and do that because we're really shooting for the moon right now.
So you also spend a hope.
Yes.
And you also roll d6.
No, you roll both d6s and take the higher.
You're gonna roll 2 d12s and 2 d6s.
Yep. All right, give me a duality dice roll. Here we go.
Okay, I rolled a 5 with fear, but I got a 6 for advantage, so 11 with fear.
All right, that is not going to do it.
I didn't think so.
I'm going to take another fear token. As a GM, I can only hold up to 10 fear tokens at a time.
We're going to get you there, motherfucker.
I'm up to 5 already. Y'all's dice rolls are not going so great. He looks back at you and says, or he looks back at his friends who are kind of waiting a little bit down the road. And he's shaking his head at you, and he goes, "Nah, look, I know you don't work for the forge. We would know each other. So, listen, if you, why don't I escort you in? I can show you where to find some more information."
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Sure.
It's sort of like a guided tour.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. That's very kind.
Well, I'm just gonna walk you right in the front door, and then I'm gonna chat with the receptionist just for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name's Jared.
Got you.
It's Jared. I'm Jared.
He went to Jared.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I get that a lot. He starts walking towards the front door and kind of gestures to you. And he's like, "Oh, but there's no eating inside. You gotta leave the fish in the trash can, please."
I hold my fish out to a distance and use my long tongue to grab it off of the stick.
Okay. All right.
It's my favorite thing that Timmy Two-Toes does.
Timmy Two-Toes.
Yeah, you got any more food?
I don't have any food on me right now. I was going to go into town and get some for dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to show you the trick again.
Oh, I don't have any food on me right now.
And this is my friend, Gimbal.
Gimbal.
It's Crimble.
Oh, Crimble. Okay.
I mean,
No, it's Gimbal.
Oh, yes.
You're weirding me out. I'm going to spend a fear to take an action here.
Yes.
He says, "Why don't y'all come inside, get yourself comfortable.
Okay.
I'm going to just go chat with the receptionist for just a second."
This is going really well.
Oh, okay, that's good that you feel that way because I thought it was going very badly. And I just my whole fish in one bite.
He walks into the doors. He opens them and walks in. He doesn't wait for you to come in. You can see him through these glass doors kind of heading towards a central desk area in this public lobby. What do you want to do?
I would like to look around the whole interior here to see, like, where are the doors?
You're entering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're entering in with Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as we enter, I want to look around for, like, doors, security, anything like that.
All right. Coming into the front doors of the lab, it's pretty barren in here, actually. It's like a very, sterile opening. There is a central desk that's kind of like a semicircle receptionist desk with a young human woman sitting behind it. There are two like large museum displays on the walls to your left and right. There's like some different display kind of material there, and you can see some like plaques from the distance. Behind that receptionist desk is a wall. And that wall has a door right in the middle of it. And it also has two doors that are kind of on the walls perpendicular to that wall. So you've got like your museum displays to your left and right. After those displays, there are little office doors. And then there's a big door on the wall behind the receptionist.
Okay.
Next to that door is a desk where you can see a guard, sitting very clearly uniformed as a guard, sitting at that desk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think Jared likes us very much.
I really don't. I get him with that lie about working here.
It was a good lie. I thought it should have worked because you're normally quite good at lying. But it's something about those hardworking blue collar folks. I think if you did it to that white coat fools, they would have just been like, "I'm a nerd," and they would have let you in.
And I have an attitude like a nerd, so
Yes.
you're right. I think that would have worked for us.
Yes, but instead we went up to the janitors, and they saw right through it. I think.
I think this could still work in our favor.
Let's just
though.
play it cool.
Let's see how this plays out.
Jared has finished this conversation with the receptionist. Jared kind of walks back over and says, "Well, you all have a good evening. I will. I'm gonna go enjoy your time here at the forge."
Thank you so much, Jared. What's your last name? So I like full names. My name's Timmy Two-Toes.
That's really cool. Mine, it's just Jared, actually.
Just Jared.
Just
Okay.
Jared, huh?
Yep. It's only Jared.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Have a good day, Jared.
Oh, yeah, of course.
As Jared walks away, I'm like, why did you tell him your full name, but you said my name was Gimble?
Well, no, you told him my full name first.
I
and
did?
And he said, "Oh, Timmy Two-Toes, I got it." And
Oh.
then I want to make sure he didn't have both of our names.
Oh.
I think we're kind of fucked.
This is going off the rails too quickly. The receptionist stands up from her desk and walks over to the guard station behind her.
Oh.
And they have a little quiet conversation.
Ugh.
What are you all doing?
Are we the only folk in here
You're the
besides?
only ones in here.
This is embarrassing.
It's the end of the workday. It's like the sun is setting right now.
I want to look at the museum display. Like, really push my hands and
Okay.
face against the glass.
While Timmy is doing this, I want to go up to the receptionist desks and I tell you before you go, I'm like, I'm gonna use my sexy everything going on with me to distract the receptionist and hopefully the guard too. So feel free to do what you do, rogue. And hey,
Aye, Captain.
my general presence is pretty neutral, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, you go to the museum display. Tell me this: left or right of the door? Which direction?
Right.
Okay, you go right. There is a kind of like a title on this glass display that tells you that it's information about the Thornhill Advancement Forge. It is a history of this location. As you kind of study all the things in here to look for anything useful, make a knowledge roll.
Knowledge. I got nothing for that. Okay, a 14 with hope, y'all.
There we go.
14 with hope.
There we go.
We're in it now.
So I take a hope point.
And 14 is successful. So you look into this case. There are various kind of like instruments and lab equipment that's like significant to the history of the lab. But amongst the information you find, the useful thing for you is a portrait of a person you recognize as a daemon In other RPGs, that would be like a tiefling almost.
Okay.
And this daemon is like a small portrait, pretty like a 8.5 by 11 portrait of this person. And it says the existence, like next to it on a plaque, it says the existence of the Therinhill Advancement Forge is made possible by Darius Kixt, pictured here. Darius's financial and intellectual contributions have gone unmatched in Therinhill's inventor circles, and finally his ideas have room to be forged. When not in the forge, Darius is spending time with his daughter, whom he raises alone. And then there's just like various little pieces of equipment that were historical in the starting of the forge. Over to the desk, that receptionist comes back and sits down, and she looks at you with a smile, and she says, well, how can I help you today?
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Gemma.
Hi, Gemma. My name is Gimbal.
Okay, Gimbal. Hello. Okay. She gives you kind of like a weird look.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, Jared told me that your name was Crimble, so I'm a little confused.
Oh. Why would Jared... See, I look back at you, and I go, I look back at... And I was like, I told you. Jared is such a clever worker. He should get a promotion ASAP. He's right. My name is Crimble. It's quite dead in here right now. Where is the crowd? I was expecting.
Well, it's after working hours. We really believe in a healthy work life balance here, and so I was just about to clock out myself. Is there something that you need, Mr. Crimble?
Oh, we came here to see all this, Crimble. Look at it. Look at this stuff.
Oh.
Yes, you're welcome to peruse the public-facing information with your friend if you'd like.
And is that it?
Yeah, if you're looking for an appointment or to see someone, I'm afraid both the offices behind me are empty at the moment. Those head researchers have gone home already.
Okay.
I could schedule something for tomorrow if you want.
What's the earliest you can do tomorrow?
Let me just look. She opens up a little book at her desk. Maybe like noon, like lunchtime.
Let's revisit that. I'm going to go look at the public-facing stuff with my friend, Timmy. Thank you, Gemma.
Okay.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Okay, she kind of sits down, opens up her book, and writes a couple of notes. That guard that was behind her is kind of up on his feet now. He's wearing stereotypical museum guard garb. See
Pop art.
Yeah, exactly. You see at his waist he is armed. He's got a short sword on him, and he's kind of just up, kind of wandering. You get the feeling that the place is on high alert. That there's some unique individuals.
I'm wondering what exactly we did, other than just be super friendly.
I did say we worked here when we didn't work here.
You did lie.
I did.
We did lie.
I did tell a big lie.
And we failed at lying.
I think, Crimble, that we... Oh, this is whispering, but obviously we're on a microphone here, so okay. I think, Crimble, that we should maybe leave and find a different route to what we were here.
Like a back entrance, like a back door.
Or like a window.
Yeah, I mean, we could just go...
Or we could just run through the door.
Gemma's just a receptionist. Could have a weapon on her. Probably not. But the guard...
Oh, so we should hold her hostage. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would prefer not to hold any hostages if we can get around it. But if we need to, we definitely could. I'm sure the two of us could take that guard, no problem. But the problem with that route is that we would have to hurry up and get in and then get out before the real cops show up. But the problem is, I don't think that...
Our game master just took a fear and rolled the dice.
Well, I can't do anything about that.
Look at this device in this museum display.
Look at that daemon.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
This guard is an orcish guard.
Hey, brother.
Well, kind of puts his head in between the two of you and says, "Listen, I can't pretend like I don't understand what you're doing here. you're not the first ones today even to try and get access to the lab. I don't know if you work for a competing lab, but it's the working hours are closed. The lobby's about to close. I need you to make a decision here. You're either going to try and get past me or you're going to leave.
Oh. So that's an option if we want to do that, Crimble, I guess.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. God, what is your name?
You don't need to worry about my name right now.
I always worry about names.
Well, let me put it this way. We were trying to be quite friendly. Jared was very off-put by us. I don't know why. I could not tell you why. Gemma automatically, so rude. Your customer service, I will say, is very low, and your face is very close to ours. So let me give you an option. Unnamed guard, who I'm going to call Paul. Listen up, Paul.
Okay.
How
did you know that? That's wild that you knew that. First you lied about working here.
It's because I'm seaborn. Look, if you value, sorry, Paul, let me just phrase this. You would like to go home tonight.
Absolutely, I'm almost off my shift.
You're almost off. Oh, did you hear that, Timmy? He's almost off.
You know what would make you not almost off?
What? What's that?
Being maimed.
Or dead.
Or
Being
dead.
maimed.
You're gonna maim me?
Well,
You're threatening me? He draws his sword.
It's on the table.
Yeah. So how about you escort us into the lab, or I'm going to A, whip you, or B, battle axe you until you don't breathe anymore.
All right, let's make a presence roll. This is this guy's job.
Yeah.
So I am going to spend a fear to impose disadvantage on you, which means I'm going to take a d6 away.
Okay,
you roll.
Okay. You can also still give advantage if you want with a hope, but we'll just take the difference of the dice.
I think I am scared in this moment because he's tall, and that's one of my things. Is Crimble's working through one of my fears, which is tall people.
You are, and I think I noticed this, and I'm like, this is
Okay.
It's
Crimble, he's so tall.
Timmy, there's always going to be another mountain.
Okay, make a presence roll here. This is for intimidation.
Okay.
I believe. Let me make sure. I'm still learning the skills here.
Charm, perform, deceive would be presence.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a presence roll.
Okay.
Excellent. I get +1.
Okay.
Okay. This is just Crimble doing
just
this
Crimble,
because he's the one who's kind of stepping up.
I'm too scared to help him. So sorry.
Fabulous. Ooh, that is an 8 with hope. With disadvantage, that's a 3 with hope. I take a hope though.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and say that Paul is not taking kindly. He takes his job so seriously. Seeing you step up, he's gonna go ahead and attempt to thrust this sword right into your belly. He's gonna make an attack here. I'm gonna convert this to. I'm gonna, as a GM, I have a resource called Fear, like we talked about. Also, whenever combat's happening, there's an action tracker. There are certain tokens that players have to use to take actions. I can exchange a fear for 2 action tokens. Let me make sure that's correct. That is correct. I'm going to use one of these action tokens now that I just created to make an attack roll against you. That is a 12 to hit your evasion.
It does. I am going to do a quick look over to see if there's anything I can do. When you should mark, I will. No, I'll take it. I'll take the damage.
Okay, he's gonna go ahead and stab you. Okay, a solid 3 points of physical damage. Does that meet your minor damage threshold?
It does not meet my minor. My minor
Great.
damage is 5.
So you just take a stress instead of an HP. Okay. His blade kind of glances. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Normal. Hold.
Breastplate.
Like
just
a
a breastplate.
It's like a very. He's never had to use this sword before in this job. Doesn't seem like he's usually able to just kick people out. It kind of just glances off your armor, and he's like, "Yeah, do you want some more of that or what?"
Oh.
I think because he's focused on you and I see him try and stab you, I take out my 2 daggers and say, Paul, you're just too tall. And I'm gonna try and slap at his ankles.
Oh God. Okay. Let's make an attack roll.
Okay, to do that is to roll 2d12.
You roll duality, yes,
Okay.
and you add the relevant modifiers from your weapon.
From my weapon, which I am using paired, so I get +2 to the damage if I hit.
Yeah. So are you attacking with both primary and secondary? Because that'd be 2 actions.
Oh.
You can.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so Becky's taking an action, 2 actions actually. We're going to add 2 little tokens to my action tracker here. This is a resource I can use to take actions back towards you. Okay, so make your attack. Let's go with the first one. Because if you fail this roll or roll with fear,
Then you get
I immediately get to take an action after.
Okay.
Oh.
23,
Whew.
but with fear.
Okay, 23 with fear. I take a fear, but you are successful in the attack.
Okay.
So roll damage.
Roll damage. So I'm rolling a d8, and then so question. So on my secondary weapon, it has paired +2 to primary weapon damage in melee. Since I took an action to use both of them, do I get to add that +2 or not?
You are adding the +2 to the damage of your primary weapon.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
That is regardless of if the secondary hits or not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just attacking with the primary right now.
Great. That is a 5 total damage.
Okay, that is minor damage for him.
Okay.
So he takes 1 point of hit. He takes 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
And now you go ahead and go with the second. Or
Well,
actually, you just rolled with
I
fear.
roll with fear.
I get to now spend points if I want to.
Yes.
I am going to spend one of these action tokens.
Uh-huh.
Gemma is going to run out of the building, out the front door,
Good.
screaming.
Good.
And I can't do this. It happened.
It's happening.
Bummer!
She is going to run out of the front door, and I can spend any number of tokens. And I'm spending 1 for Gemma to run away. I'm spending a second one for Paul to spin and try and attack you now.
Okay.
That is a 11 to hit your evasion.
That does not hit.
Okay, I'm going to spend a fear to give him advantage,
Okay.
which adds a d6. That's now a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, he's going to do 6 points of physical damage to you.
That is minor damage.
Okay, so that's an HP, unless you want to reduce it using your armor. We're in our first combat here. I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
I'll just take because it's above minor but below major.
It's just 1
It's
hit.
just 1. I'll just take the 1 hit.
Great. Let's bring it over to Crimble. It's been a
Wait, a
second.
question. Because I failed on that first action, do I?
Oh no, you still get your second
I still
attack
get
if
the
you want to.
second.
Yeah,
Okay.
I already took the action tokens for it, so you should
Okay.
definitely do it.
So then here is my second dagger attack. That's a 12 with hope.
A 12 with hope does hit.
Okay. That is 4 points of damage.
Okay, 4 is over his minor threshold. He's going to take a point of damage.
And question, am I not, because it's a finesse weapon, should I have been adding finesse to my
Yes.
duality
Yes.
rolls?
Yes.
Yes, that's the modifier.
Oh.
That's like your bonus modifier.
Okay. But not to damage.
Not to damage.
I have it on my sheet. I have my battle axe is +2 because of strength, and then I roll a 1d10 +4.
Oh.
I think that's because when I leveled up,
Oh, and you get... So yeah, that's true. You get proficiency added onto your damage, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Let's do a search.
So I was going to say, these seem really low, but
yeah,
I'm not sure.
I do think you get to add, like, my whip, I add +1 agility, and it's 1d6 +2.
Question also, is Crimble within melee of my target?
Absolutely.
Okay, then these are also sneak attacks, technically. So if you have advantage on an attack roll or an ally is in melee with your target, always add a d8 to your damage roll. When you use sneak attack, you may also spend any number of hope before the attack roll, and if it is successful, also add a number of d8 equal to the hope spent.
Okay, so you can add the d8s,
Okay.
but let's not add the ones that you have to spend hope for, because
Right,
you have
right.
to do that before the attack.
Right.
Let's see. You generally roll a number of your weapon's damage dice equal to your proficiency.
Okay.
Okay. The bonuses to damage only come from certain weapons, like the improved short bow or an improved dagger. So that's where some modifiers come from. some weapons have a bonus to damage. Like, included, I think?
Yeah,
Yes.
Battle Axe has +2
Yes.
added to it already. I don't know how you're getting more. Maybe because of your class?
I think when I leveled up, I don't want to click anything right now, but I think when I leveled up, I took a thing that ups damage, potentially? I don't. Couldn't tell you.
Where's the level up?
That would be on his right there.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to add another D8 because I'll just add the ones
Great.
I missed at the first time. So an additional 1 point. So total was 5 points for that second attack.
Doesn't change the amount of hit points he takes.
Okay.
It's still below his major damage threshold.
I would like to take a swing at Paul with my battle axe.
Okay, let's do it.
That is a fucking...
Can I give him hope? Because he's seen me like overcome my fears to stab him in the ankles.
To give him advantage? Yeah, for sure.
So add a D6.
That'll be a 9 with a fucking hope.
Wait, but add your strength, right?
You're right.
Or
9,
your-
10, 11 with hope.
An 11 with hope does not hit.
Great.
You do add 1 tracker when you take that action, yes.
Beautiful.
You do get a hope, though, because you roll with hope.
I'm already maxed out on hope.
Okay. All right.
I will, instead of taking hope, I will use my Call of the Slayer foundation card. On a roll with hope, you may choose to place a single 1d6 Slayer die on this card instead of taking hope.
Okay.
You can store a number of 1d6 Slayer dice equal to your proficiency, which who knows what that number is. And
It's 1. Your proficiency is 1.
Okay, so I can have 1 at a time, and I can pick up any number of these dice and roll them when making a weapon attack or damage roll to add their value to your total.
Yep.
But I would say that happened after the roll.
Right.
So
you do have that die ready to go now.
Great.
But you can't add it to the roll you just did.
Awesome.
Your battle axe, he kind of just ducks underneath it, and your axe kind of like clinks into the glass of the display. You just failed an attack, so he's going to take an action here to attack you back. That is a big number, 21 to hit.
That definitely hits my evasion.
He's going to, let's see, 9 points of damage.
I am going to... So that my major is 10, so it would only be minor damage.
Correct.
But I just want to use this feature. My orc feature, I have sturdy, so I would like to use an armor slot to reduce minor to no damage. Can you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
If that's what that ability
So,
does.
when you should mark an armor slot, roll a d6. On a 5+, you don't mark the armor slot, but still reduce the incoming damage by your armor score.
Okay, great.
Great. So I'm going to roll a d6 really quick. It's 1. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the armor slot, because I used it.
Yeah.
And I take no damage.
You will still take a stress. If you get attacked successfully, you're either going to take a stress or HP.
Okay.
Unless you reduce the damage to 0, which you didn't do.
Which I did not do. I'm up to 3 stress.
Your armor took away 5 from the 9. So
Already?
All right.
all right, so let's go to Timmy. It's been a second.
Okay, back to Timmy. I want to try. You know, we've kind of injured this guy a good bit, so I'm gonna try and like push him to the ground, maybe.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm not very good at that. Can I instead jump on his back and try and as I jump on his back, are you sure you want to do this? You can stop at any moment.
Okay, is this with the intention to grapple?
No. Kind of just using my agility to jump on his back, I think.
Okay, yeah, I think there probably will be an effect to this if you're able to successfully do it.
Okay.
Let's make an agility action roll here. We'll add 1 to my tracker.
Okay, I'm rolling my d12s with +2.
Mm-hmm. If you want to help, you can.
I've seen what Timmy does with Timmy's toes, but having Timmy on your back is not where you want Timmy to be right now.
Spend a hope.
Great. That is an 11 16 with fear.
So 16 with fear. 16 is going to succeed. You jump onto Paul's back. I already added one. You jump onto Paul's back, and you're screaming at his face, and he's like, "Get off of me! Get off of me!" He is not. He is not disturbed by this. He feels okay about it. He thinks he can still win this fight. You just rolled with fear, so he's going to take an action. He's going to go ahead and try and toss you off of his back.
Does he have to beat my evasion? Is that what?
He's going to try and beat your evasion, yeah. He rolled a 21 to throw you.
That'll do it.
Okay.
That'll do it. I'm also short.
On this throw, you're just going to take 3 points of damage.
That is... I'm going to take an armor slot and take no damage at all.
So no damage, no stress, because you reduced the damage to 0, because your armor is 5. Great. So -1 damage. So you are... Or is it -2? You're good. You're golden.
Alex, you seem confused.
Yes, I am. I know you explained to this while we were off air. You just took 3 damage, but that's lower than your minor.
But I would have taken a stress.
So where does the 5 armor come into play?
I decided to use one of my armor slots. I have 3 to be like, no, armor takes all the damage. I have 5 armor, so 5 or 3 minus 5 is -2. So then I take no HP, no stress.
Totally get you.
Because she reduced the incoming damage by
5
enough to get it past 0, she's not going to take any HP or stress.
Great.
Just keep it, trying to monitor, keep everything a little balanced. We got a lot of little meters to look at. Speaking
of, I've been looking this whole time while y'all have been talking about trying to find the answer to your damage question. I don't know. Oh. This is the
take a note, get
part
feedback.
of learning a new system. Okay.
I would like to try to hit it with my battle axe again if possible.
Yes, go for it.
And I'm going to use my Slayer die, my D6 that I just earned, to add it to this roll because I really want to hit.
Okay.
That'll be a 15 with hope.
That hits, and you take a hope.
Fabulous. I took a hope. I add a thingy to the action
tracker.
I will roll a D10 plus 4. That is 6 plus 4, 10 points of damage.
That is major damage to him. It's more than enough. You slash your axe. This time it breaks through his armor, and you feel it sink into his chest, and you pull it out, and you see the familiar spray of blood over this otherwise very clean lobby. And Paul falls to the ground dead.
We should clean this up, probably.
Oh, do we have to?
Anytime I have tokens left on the action tracker at the end of a combat, I can exchange them for fear.
Oh.
Ooh.
Or for 2 fear each.
That gives me...
2 fear
No.
each?
Every 2 action trackers is 1 fear.
One
fear. Like, oh my God.
That's the exchange rate. 2 action tracker tokens for 1 fear.
Okay, why don't we... Kenny is at 2 fear. I'm at 4 hope, 1 HP, 1 armor.
I am at 5 hope, 0 HP, 3 stress, and 1 armor.
I didn't expect that to use so many resources, but here we are.
Hey.
But I think that's just how it goes.
Timmy, I think we need to move quickly. Gemma is one, let me just say, opening sentence with Gemma, flubbed it completely. Gemma is out the door, probably getting like actual cops. We should go straight to those big double doors.
Right, let's real quick lock the front door.
See, that's why you're the man. If only I can give us some more hope right now because you are so smart.
Thank you. I want to run up and is there just like a normal lock on it? Is there like a deadbolt or anything?
You can make I think a knowledge roll to figure out how this door is going to best lock.
Can I retcon that killing blow was a roll with hope, and can I take another Slayer die?
Instead of taking a hope?
Yes, instead of taking a hope.
So take that hope back off and add a Slayer die for sure. Becky just rolled it with her chest somehow.
No. Okay, 15 with hope.
Great. This door has an arcane lock on it that's not active currently. It's like open, but you can assess that there is some way to like close it arcanically if you want, or you can straight up just like stick something through the door handles to lock it the old school way.
Can I rummage through Paul's belongings to see if he has anything on him?
You may. Go ahead and make let's call this
strength check as I rip his clothes apart.
No, I think it's instinct.
I don't know.
At least it's not knowledge.
It's a pretty low check. It's not like intense.
Okay, 19.
With
19 with hope.
19 with hope. Take a hope. Or Slayer die. Oh no, you can only
I can only take one.
So you manage to find like a badge looking situation. It's like made of stone and has a little rune carved into it. And it's the same rune that's locked. That's on the door.
Timmy, here.
I can take it and like rub it all over the door.
Yeah, great. Stone on glass, a nice scratching sound as the door does have this arcane lock sound. Okay. And you shake it to find the door locked.
Is there also one of those, or like stanchions? Is that what they're called? The like little things where you make rope, like, you know, if you're like in a queue at like the bank, and then there's the little poles. With
I would say there's one of those like in front of each glass case.
Can I take one of those take one of those and jam it through like the handle?
Absolutely, yeah. You stick it in there for additional strength. You tie the little velvet rope around the door handles.
It looks like a mess. That looks good, right, Crimble?
I think it looks fabulous. I think as we continue forward, let's also look for a secondary exit in this building.
Know your exits, very good.
Know your exits in case there's a fire.
Very good. Yeah, fire.
Knowing me, I'm going to start a fire.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let me just say, if we don't get out of here, we're burning alive.
Doors locked, mechanically and organically.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Head into the big double doors that we assume go to like the lab.
Great. The door is currently locked, but using that badge, you're able to get into it.
Okay.
You walk into a thin kind of corridor with a spiral. Not a spiral, but like a winding staircase on both sides. And since you said looking out for other exits, there are windows in this corridor. It's like a hallway, like a staircase hallway. But at either end on your right and left, there are stairs that go up, kind of winding, and there's a window on the wall next to those stairs.
Does it look like those two staircases lead to like the same?
Right, just like area? It seems like they both go to the floor above you.
Race you?
Yep.
Let's just for fun. Let's roll finesse or agility.
Agility.
Roll agility against one another. This game is not built for player versus player, but let's just do it.
Ooh, 19.
Whoa! I'm not going to take any
21.
hope or fear for this.
21 with hope.
I have a, what's 12 plus 11?
23.
23 plus 1? With fear.
So, I don't know, it's a tie, I would say.
Yeah.
You get up onto the second floor at the same time.
Whoa!
You enter into another small corridor featuring a glass windowed booth with a small hole for speaking through, like you would see at a movie theater, for example. It's kind of built into the wall. And there's like a sliding drawer that can go back and forth between the booth and the hallway. And there's a door adjacent to that booth. And there's just like a wall with that booth and door on it.
To the door!
Hold on, what's this hole for?
Oh, yeah.
Hello? I go into the hole, I say, hello?
Oh, okay. Let me say, as you approach, you do see an individual inside the booth.
Bummer.
Sitting in a chair. Before you speak, their feet are lifted up onto the desk between them and the window. Their hat is kind of dipped down over their eyes. They are snoozing.
Grandpa, why?
We just ran up these staircases. That was so stupid.
I could have used a fear to wake the guard up, but I didn't.
Has Crimble's... shall we talk to him or should we just go through the door?
Hold on, really quick. Does it look like that door leads into this office that this man is... Like,
no, it's just a small booth, and there's a door in that booth as well. But you can see like every wall of this tiny,
okay,
like, 4 foot by 4 foot booth.
Let's try to just look. This is probably Paul's brother, Ball.
Wait, I have no idea.
Yes.
I'm gonna disguise myself magically using uncanny disguise. I will mark when you take a few moments to prepare. You can mark stress to don the facade of any humanoid you can picture clearly in your mind while disguised. All presence rolls to avoid scrutiny have advantage. The spell will begin to fade after 1 hour. I would like to look like Paul.
Okay.
I'm going to mark as stress.
You do that. You see your ribbit friend turn into the guy you just killed downstairs. There's like a slight green tinge to them, but undetectable, really.
I love it when you do this. It's very creepy, especially when we just the person.
Isn't that the way?
It's the
Court of Outlaws way.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm gonna act like Crimble's under my arrest and like move to go through the door with Crimble, like
Okay.
his like hands behind.
Yeah.
You're taking your prisoner into the secret area?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great.
It's better than just like walking in.
Okay, great. So
I
you
could be a health inspector.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Let's just go.
you knock on the glass or
No, we're just gonna go through the door.
Okay, great. You swipe that badge. It works on the door.
Okay.
The door opens up. You walk through. You don't hear the guard in here wake up or anything or stir. You do walk into a room that has several things of interest. There is on the wall opposite of you, there is a row of lockers with a bench in front of them. It's kind of like a changing area, like right here in the middle of this kind of weird room.
Uh-huh.
In either corner of the room on opposite walls, there are two like Wonka-esque elevators, glass elevators. Above one of them it says to logs, and above one of them it says to fish.
We're here for fish, right?
No, that's the ruse. We're not actually here for fish.
No, but we're here. There's like a technology that's here that's going to destroy fish. No, we don't know what it does.
We don't know what it's going to do. It could harm the fish or it could harm the logs. And my thing is, what kind of fucking stupid factory museum has a riddle room in the locker?
We're like rock, paper, scissors. Which one we go through?
We're going to rock, paper... We're just going to go for... I mean, should we check out these lockers first to see if there's any info?
You're so right.
Alright. Let's go to the lockers and just see if any of them are openable.
They're all openable. None of them have a lock on them.
Oh.
No
Stupid
check needed.
lockers.
You open these lockers up and they're all empty.
What the fuck?
Oh, because they all went home for the day, huh? Right, DM?
Yeah, they're all unlocked and open, and there's nothing inside them.
Hey, this is a special Daggerheart beta thing. You can just ask the DM questions. Okay, so lockers are empty, so this was a red herring for sure. I don't know. I'm feeling fish.
Yeah, the fish was delicious.
Yeah, it's top of mind.
Let's go.
Okay, you head into the fishing lift. There is who's kind of leading the check here, I'll say, as you like check out this lift and get ready to...
I'm mad fucking stupid, so...
I guess I will do that.
Great, make an instinct roll.
Hold on, I was thinking, fucking...
I'm just like, my hope's full. I assume your hope is full.
I walk up to, isn't this elevator so cool? Look, and I point, and I give you hope.
Okay, we'll take it.
That is a 15 with hope.
That's exactly what you needed. 15 with hope. Some noticeable features are that the glass is very thick on this elevator. It only goes down. There's no up button. Even though you didn't see any lifts on the first floor, this elevator only goes down. The floor of the fishing lift that you're inside of has drying mats rather than like regular carpet or anything. And it also requires a physical key to activate.
Oh, the god. The sleeping god.
What? Could I, by chance, does it appear to be a magical lock?
With a 15, I would say it seems like not necessarily magical, but extremely specific.
Okay, because I have advantage on any attempt to pick a non-magical lock, disarm a trap, or steal an item from a target.
Yeah, you could definitely attempt to.
Okay.
I'll say with a 15 instinct check, you also, and that was with hope.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that you know that this is going to be an extremely difficult check. This is a high security lock.
Okay, but I do have advantage because of my ability. This would be finesse, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm rolling with advantage and with the +3. Here we go. That is an 18 with fear.
I'll take a fear token. You attempt to fiddle with this. 18 is insufficient. your like tools aren't working. This is not a normal lock. This is something intense. And also since it's a failure with fear, you hear just like a little buzzing sound coming from the guard booth.
I got it.
No, wait. You stay here because I'm in disguise as Paul.
You're right. I'll stay in the elevator.
The locker room or the elevator.
I'll stay in the elevator, hidden in the elevator.
Okay.
And if you need my help, say the secret word. You know what it is, and you'll say it when the time arises.
It is a glass elevator. It's completely see-through.
I cover my eyes.
We are in the locker room, right?
It is a kind of a locker room. It has the lifts in it, though.
So if I go to the booth, he can't see into the locker room?
Oh, like if you go back out to the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would intuit that he wouldn't be able... Because the booth doesn't have, like, visibility into the locker room.
Okay.
So that people on the other side of it can't see through.
Right.
I'll go wait by the door.
Okay.
So I'll be right there.
Okay, so you go hang out by the door. You run out to the hallway where you see that guard stirring. He's, like, pressing a button. He, like, presses it, and it stops buzzing. And he looks up at you, and he goes, Hey, Paul, what's up?
Yeah, it's me, Paul. I wanted to go look at the fish that's down below.
The fish?
Yeah.
Why don't you just go out to the lake?
Because it's cooler to go down the elevator, don't you think?
All right, well, did you get a key today?
No.
Oh, well, you know I can't let you down there without a key.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. No, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Come on, man. You want me to have to report this or what?
No, definitely don't want to have to.
Look at me.
That.
It's your friend.
Yeah.
It's Felsmere.
Hey, Felsmere.
That's me.
Yes. My friend Felsmere. Couldn't you let me down?
I don't have a key.
Oh.
You know, only certain people have keys down there, you know. Yeah, you'd have to get it from either the boss, you know, special approval from the boss, or... Yeah, I mean, are you really trying to go down? What are you trying to do?
I want to go look at, I want to just go see what's down there.
I know. Curiosity's crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah, no. You can go look at the logs, obviously, but you can't go look at the fish.
Okay.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I'll go look at the logs.
Okay.
Then. Thank you.
Hey, don't tell anyone I was sleeping.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Okay, I won't tell anyone about this.
Right.
Great.
Okay, we bump fists through the glass.
Yeah.
I know.
You go back through, you close the door, you see him starting to tip his cat back to start taking his nap again.
I should tell Crimble to shush.
You get the feeling that attaining this key is not going to be so easy.
I guess we'll have to settle. I'll have to settle. We're going to see the logs.
I'm a ghost.
Going into the logs lift.
Yes.
This one, same thing. There's a button for down only, but the floor is not made for like water. It's made for standing on. This one does not require a key. You going down?
Yes.
You press the down button, and it begins to descend.
Wait, I think as we're in the elevator, like as we're actively going down, do you think the device we're looking for is on the locked lift?
No, do you think that the what we're looking for?
Like, we're looking for a device, right?
Yes.
And it's a top secret device?
Yes.
So it's probably on the lift that's super secretly locked, right?
Yes, it's on the fish lift for sure.
For sure.
But maybe like a good old-fashioned RPG, we got to go to the log part first.
I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
I know. I think we're Court of Outlaws.
Right.
We're the best in the business.
Right. Hey, we should have like a secret, like we have a code name within the Court of Outlaws. Like we're Domino.
Ooh, like we're Domino?
Yeah, like we're Domino.
We're Domino.
Because like I'm black and you're white.
Oh, gotcha.
Or like Oreo.
Or have you ever had a black and white cookie?
Oh, I like
They're
those.
delicious.
I like those.
They're quite good. It's a long elevator.
Or they're like a Klondike bar.
The lift has landed long ago. You're just standing. You slide open the door as you debate these names. You are walking out into a room that is clearly a storage room. It is. You have descended. You can tell underground, subterranean.
My people lived here.
It is built like it is constructed. There are walls. You are in a storage room. There's like straight up logs that have been removed, like stripped of branches, stripped of bark, that's just like raw wood kind of chilling here, stacked up floor to ceiling along the walls. And there's 2 doors in this room along 2 of the walls opposite the lift.
There's 2 doors.
I'll say there's one on your left, one on your right, kind of.
Left first?
Left first, for sure. I'm feeling that one. That one's the right one.
Great. You open the left door. This room, compared to the last one, this one looks like it might be the scraps. There's like piles of sawdust. There's like piles of all these like wood chips. And this room is like way bigger than the rooms above you. The ceiling is like 15 feet tall. You're in a giant kind of like warehouse situation. And this room is rather large and has different piles of like scraps. There's like a pile of bark. There's a pile of wood chips. And these when I say pile, I mean like garbage trucks sized piles. They're kind of just like scattered around the room so that you're kind of like walking through like alleyways between towering piles of junk.
What? Hold on, really quick. What building is this?
Isn't this like the forge for tinkerers or something?
The Therinhill Advancement Forge.
The advancement forge.
Oh, so this is just like don't like magicians? They need like things to cast spells, right? Like
Yeah.
And this is probably their little supply room.
Yeah.
You think?
That's how that works.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm also thinking out loud here.
Mm-hmm.
My fear of tall things is coming into play.
Oh, I completely forgot about the experience part of things.
Oh no, that's not even an experience. That's just me.
You're just
But I did forget about our experiences completely.
I will say I know you're scared of tall people for sure. But just tall things in general, big things.
I guess these just seem extra tall.
Yes, they are quite large even for me. But like this building, when we were outside of it, you
was
were
also tall.
you were chilling.
I was chilling.
I think.
Thank you for talking me off of
You're
the ledge.
welcome. I'm a daddy's boy. Anyway.
I don't know what that has to do with this.
What
are you doing in this room full of like the scraps of the logs you just saw behind you in the other room?
I don't think I'm fucking doing anything in this room.
Let's just leave.
Let's just leave and go to the right door.
Right door.
Okay, so you backtrack. Are you gonna walk around this room at all? Or you're just backtracking immediately?
Oh, Adia wants us to walk around.
No, it's literally up to you.
Let's just go to the right
Let's
room.
just go to the
this
right.
Was
Okay.
boring.
It is really boring.
You back out. You open the other door. These doors aren't locked down here, by the way.
Great.
They're open. You open the other door back in that first room. This room is full of saws and workbenches.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's like full of stuff for like tools. As you walk into this room, it's a little overwhelming. I would like either one of you, if you want to take a closer look at what's in here, you can make a instinct roll.
Let's both do it.
No, I'll make it knowledge, actually. Make a knowledge roll.
I will give you a hope.
And I'll give you a hope by being we hold hands together while we look.
Mostly because I just need to spend some hope.
So you're spending a hope to give advantage.
Yes.
Great.
I have a -1 to this
I
roll.
need to make y'all roll more.
Who fucking hell?
Damn.
23, 24, 25.
13 with hope.
24 with fear.
Okay.
I imagine you're like crushing my hand because you're thinking so hard.
With your forces combined, you were able to suss out a couple of things in this room. This seems like a processing room where they're taking logs in. They are cutting them up and cleaning them up in this room. Parts of the logs are going to the kind of overflow room that you were in with all the wood chips and everything. Part of the logs are going to storage. What's her name again? Crimble?
Crimble.
Sorry, Crimble. You got me confused with your gambit earlier. Crimble. The other thing that you find in this room, there is a chute, like a large area to like put in something. It's like a giant 10 by 10 foot chute in the wall. You can like push on the door and it opens, and there's like a slide to somewhere. And then the other thing you also find, hold on. The other thing you also find, there is a lift in this room. That's like an industrial elevator kind of situation. And it's like full of wood and sawdust. You can tell this is how they get trees down here.
But where does this elevator lead out of? Because we only saw the log one and the fish one.
Right. It's probably like the back, like a back entrance, another exit.
Another exit.
Another exit.
All right.
Before we go,
Before I throw you into the chute.
Right, of course. That's what's going to happen. I love bombs.
You do. That's the one thing I know about you.
You know about me. I'm wondering if there's something in here, like we could make like a soul blade bomb, or like a razor bomb. Knife bomb.
Gemma's probably back with cops by now. Do you think we have enough time to make a bomb?
I'm pretty good at making bombs.
You know what? Yes. Why would I undermine you? I am a daddy's boy. You are my alpha.
Speaking of, I am going to spend a fear
to
start a countdown. A countdown is a mechanic in Daggerheart where I can like put out a die or any kind of tracker I want, and at certain points I can spend fear to tick that counter down. Okay. This countdown is starting at 20.
Make a bomb. Hurry up.
Can I make a bomb with stuff in here?
Yeah, you can absolutely try. You are going to make a tinker check, which is
finesse.
Finesse.
And then I would like to use my experience, Alchemist Go Boom, which will add +3 to the roll as well.
Experiences are an aspect of this game where these are all things that like the players come up with, and you can add them to rolls by spending a hope. Spend a hope to use an experience. To add on bonuses to rolls if it makes sense with their backstory. Great.
So I'm rolling to my dice and adding 6 to it.
Let's go.
That is 19 with hope.
Before I tell you if this succeeds or not, would you like to help at all?
Could you just like hold that there while I put the things? You don't have to.
Fine. I'll help you. And I'm like sticking my hand inside like the bomb, and I'm like, I'm really scared, but I'm doing it.
Okay. Spend a hope. You can add d6 to it with advantage.
That's another 20.
Okay, a 20 is what you needed. This is a difficult check. A 20 succeeds. That was with hope. You build basically what looks like a little battle bot. It's got like the little spinning gears that are going to help it move, so you don't have to throw it if you don't want to. You can either set it to rove in, or you can throw it. If we were not playing a one-shot, I might make this a longer project, but
right.
Let's just do it. You've got a little bomb you can throw. It's going to explode with like shrapnel, Last of Us style, or you can like let it drive in with the little gear. Okay. You can wind up.
Look at my baby.
It looks just like you.
Okay. Throw me.
Okay.
Here, let's do a luck check really quick. Can you roll your hope die, Becky?
Okay.
This is another mechanic I can do. It's just roll your hope die.
11.
Okay. This bomb is going to do half of that, 6d6 damage when it explodes. Physical damage.
Wow.
Okay. Really quick, can I go to the chute? And you said it has like a flappy door.
Yeah, like a push flap. You'd have to push it to open it.
I want to push the flap and like look in.
Great. Make an instinct check for me, please.
Okay. Help me hold the flap for me.
Oh, yes. I've got the flap.
Thank you.
Spend a hope. Get a d6.
That'll be a 18 with fear.
18 with fear. I take a fear for that. I'm also going to spend a fear right away to tick my countdown thing here. We're at 19. You look in with an 18. The other end of this chute is open, and it's a bright white light down there. You see like a tiled floor with like a little metal landing strip for whatever comes down this. With an 18, I'll say that you can intuit that this is like for natural resources like the heart of a tree, like the innermost bark, or like sap. You were talking about like alchemical resources earlier for spells, like spell components that they harness from trees might go down this. It seems like the most important part of logs are going down this chute. And
does it look like if we went down this chute, could we get back into this room from this chute?
It's pretty slippery. You might be able to climb it.
Okay. What do you think? So let's review really quick.
Right.
Fish elevator that we can't go in because we don't have the key.
Right.
We
don't know where the boss is.
We don't know where the boss is because they said that in the offices in the main lobby are closed. Granted, we could have checked. We did not.
We did not.
Nothing was in the lockers. we went into the big warehouse room and we didn't look around.
Right.
Do you want to go look around the warehouse room really quick?
Yeah.
And then if not, we should just both slide down the chute.
Let's look around the warehouse room real quick.
Okay. We return to the warehouse room to just do a scan to make sure if there's anything going on in there.
Okay, let's have you both make. This is going to be another instinct roll as you kind of look. Is it instinct?
I hold Crimble's hand.
Yeah, instinct roll as you look around. You're helping each other do this.
Sure.
I don't know if this is how this works, but let's do it.
Together.
Spend another hope. You help each other. A lot of fear rolls from you, dog.
Yes, I'm so scared. 19 with fear.
Okay.
9 with hope.
Okay, you head back to this room. You take your time looking around. It's going to take a while. You're in a warehouse room.
Mm-hmm.
19 with fear is a success. You don't find shit.
Right.
With a 19, you're looking around. Well, there's another door in this room. Opposite the door as you come in.
Ah.
Wait, is this by any chance an area with low light?
I would say that this is a room with low light. It's not a very well lit room.
I don't think it mattered, but I also get advantage on rolls to hide, investigate, or perceive details.
That matters for sure.
Okay. Cool. It is a
14.
11.
An 11, because you're replacing the d6. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't make a difference.
Right.
You find another door. This room seems like it's largely neglected. You can see areas where there's wheelbarrows that some stuff has been taken out. But it looks like this is kind of just where they stick all the parts they don't need. You're checking out this other door that you find. There's a spot for people to leave shoes before they enter this door.
I'm not taking off my shoes.
No.
And above it,
I don't wear shoes.
it reads decontamination. Above the door. With a 19, you hear something moving.
A dog.
Yes, there is a dog. There's a dog joining us at the table, everyone. There's nothing we can do about that.
It's my neighbor's dog, Coco.
Sorry, shout out to Coco. You freeze for a second. I am going to spend a fear to take this countdown down a little bit as you've taken another major action here.
Ooh.
But we're at 18. You hear something moving. A little bit of things falling down a particularly large tower of wood chips.
Oh.
Some of the wood chips have stirred.
I look at Timmy and I go, "It's right behind me, isn't it?" And I turn around to look. Did you say in the big wood chip piles of stuff room? I hear something.
Yeah, you hear some wood chips fall and skitter to the floor.
Oh,
We should go look at that.
I think we're
Or should we leave and go down the chute? Or should we get decontaminated?
But from what?
Or should we go back upstairs? Or should we turn ourselves into the police?
These are all options for you.
I want to find Gemma. Okay. So there's clearly something in this room. Don't know what it is. I don't know what the new mystery. Why are they getting decontaminated for? It's nothing but wood and scrap and stuff. Splinters.
Oi, whoever's in the wood pile, come over here.
Yeah, come out.
Okay, I need one of you to make a presence check.
I will do it.
Okay.
Go for it. I'm not giving you hope. I have one left.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Damn, let's go.
22 with fear.
22 with fear. I'll take a fear token. This is a success. A small little sliver of this giant stack of wood chips slides open like a window, through which you can see a candlelit room built into this pile of wood chips. You can't see much detail because it's just a window, but you also see an older, tired-looking face of a Damon man, and he says, Wait. Please don't hurt me. I don't mean you any harm. Is the working day over?
Yes.
Are you Mr. Kist?
Kixt. Yes, that is my name. Darius Kixt.
I'm Paul. You know me from upstairs.
Paul, what are you doing down here?
I dropped the disguise. I mean, I'm not Paul.
Oh! Who are you?
Let's go question for question here.
Okay.
We are. I'm just gonna be honest.
We're the Dominoes.
Yes, we're the Dominoes.
Oh.
We are a special covert team wondering what the frick's going on in here.
Who do you work for?
No, that's enough questions from you. Our turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Why are you inside a wood
Let's
pile
start
in
there.
your own? Isn't this your own place?
It used to be before she took over.
Who's that?
I think.
Oh wait, that's your.
It's
your
my
turn.
turn.
It's your turn.
Who do you work for?
Court of Outlaws
Court of
for
Outlaws.
sure.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, really?
shit.
Yay!
Get in here.
Okay.
He opens like a larger section. Some chips are falling off. A little door opens up, like a 3-foot tall door that you can kind of crawl through.
All right.
Tall boy.
You crawl in. You see a makeshift living situation, a little fort. It doesn't smell very good in here. He's been in here for a bit. He's been in here for a while. He's got like little scraps of food he's been
All right,
finding.
let's drop the whole question again. But Paul, wait, what? Why is it steak in
His
here?
name's not Paul. His name's Darius.
My name's Darius Kixt.
I'm so sorry. I've written
That's
down
okay.
incorrect twice.
No, you just met me for the first time. It's fine.
Darius, who is she?
My daughter.
Uh-oh.
Familial drama,
the
my
heiress.
favorite. You know who has familial drama?
Who?
My
Spill the tea.
friend Crimble here.
Oh,
I'm positive my dad's a ghost, and I'm sure we'll uncover this story very soon.
oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you've come. I secretly slipped information to the Court of Outlaws a couple weeks ago.
Oh, shit, yeah, okay.
Dude, sweet, awesome.
Okay.
Well, we're in response to that.
Yeah.
I thought you might be the only ones who could come and stand for what's needed to be done.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. That's right. The Court of Outlaws are not just outlaws, thieves, and bandits. We also have a central form of morals.
I appreciate that. I don't believe in a solid good or solid bad. Sometimes things just need to happen.
A grey area. I'm black, he's white. You're the grey
You're the
area.
grey
I'm very gray, yes. Many years.
Wow. We could be like.
Oh my gosh.
What?
What's black, white, and grey?
Like a tabby
Oh,
cat?
newspaper.
Oh, newspaper.
We're the newspapers now.
Oh, I'm part of the team now.
Sure.
Great. Well, you've come at the perfect time. She's getting very close to finishing. I don't think she realizes it, but success is in reach if she just knew how to put the pieces together.
Oh man, that's pretty vague.
Is it a fish problem or a log problem?
Well, they're using resources from logs and not fish. Beavers. Believe it or not.
That's fucking evil.
Let me explain.
That's fucking evil.
Wait, I know this is very confusing. I'll be specific.
Please do.
I've been ousted as the head of the forge.
Oh really?
Yes. Look at me. I really wanted to create a sustainable way for the workforce here in Therinhill to maintain their vigor and their energy. The workforce here longs for a solution to the effects on their bodies and health. I wanted to study beavers, harness their energy without harming them, provide an elixir or a supplement, something like that. My daughter, Raylis, named after her mother, who passed away, has been pushing to learn the inner workings of the forge. I brought her along in the last decade. She learned quickly. She wanted to start her own independent studies. So I seeing how good of a study she was, I gave her free reign of the lab. I gave her assistance, the works. And she took it and ran. She came to me a year ago with an idea not just to harness some of the abilities of beavers, but to take their very essence and infuse people, transfigure them to be more capable, naturally proficient at harnessing trees. She wanted to take the workforce and give them superpowers, essentially. She'd heard that others had been imbued with similar powers throughout history, tree people, animal people, and she wanted to do that. I pushed back. The balance is very important to Therinhill. If we take out all the trees that quickly, if we use resources like the animals, we're going to affect the very ecology of the place, and it's not good for business.
So she's trying to make Beaver people?
Yes!
Okay.
You've got it!
Okay.
Damn, you could have just said that.
I'm sorry. She staged a coup about a month ago.
Oh my god.
I know, it's dramatic. I saw it coming, so I built this little shack here in the lab so I could watch over what was going on. This is my life's work. I promised my late wife long ago we would figure this out. They evicted the guards that were here, forced the scientists here to continue their work for fear of losing their families or their lives, and I've been offering the remaining scientists little supports and guidance, ways to slow down Raylus's progress without it seeming purposeful. But it's getting out of hand. They're very close.
So where's like the device or like the elixir? Where's that all at?
Is it really quick? Is it down the chute? If we had jumped in the chute, would that have been stupid?
That would have brought you to my lab.
Oh.
That's where they've been working to harness the elixir from below.
So we should go down there?
Well, you can. It's not going to do anything for you because I'm hoping you can help me destroy the lab.
Oh. Start a fire.
Possibly,
We
or
could do it all, yeah. I made a little. Look at this. I made this.
Oh goodness!
I made this battle bolt.
That's amazing. What a wonderful use of resources.
Moments ago, yeah.
Yes. I'm hoping you can help me destroy this and help me make sure this never comes to fruition.
Why don't you tell us exactly what you would want us to do? Look, I'm not going to lie. I haven't been getting good marks lately with the Court of Outlaws, so I really need a victory on this one.
We can do that.
Okay.
I am going to mark down my counter here to 17 because you've been talking for a little bit. I will also remind you, because you don't know this very well, your mission is to... Let me remember myself.
Blow up.
Figure out what the invention is. And if it truly poses a threat to Therinhill, take it back to the Court of Outlaws for further examination. Just to remind you that is the mission you've been given.
Wink. I wink at you, Timmy.
Darius says, if we can just kind of blow the lab up, that'd be ideal situation.
Oh, maybe you stay here. We'll go assess the situation. We're like the professionals when it comes to situations such as these, like stealing, blowing up, things like that.
Yes,
So leave it to the professionals. We'll come back.
How about also, is there a back door out of here?
The best thing would be the lift into the woods.
Great.
Perfect.
You should get in that lift and get out of here because we're probably going to blow this place up, and you don't want to be in here when we do that.
We're definitely gonna blow it up.
Okay, could you offer me protection on the way out, or?
So I guess you could wait for us on the lift.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
Are you gonna go into my lab?
Oh yeah. We're gonna go to your lab. We're gonna blow it up.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and
Great.
then we're going to come back out, get you, and we'll.
Can I just wait here until you're ready to go?
Absolutely.
Well, I kind of like him in the idea of being in the lift so he can
But what if a guard comes and sees me?
Okay, alright, yeah. Okay, you just stay here then.
Alright, I need you, Timmy Two-Toes, to make a presence roll because you're trying to convince him to do something.
Cool. Can I spend a hope to get an advantage to deceive or trick someone into believing a lie?
Great. Yes, you may. Because the lie here is that you're going to just blow the lab up. Really, you're trying to find what this is and take it. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
a critical.
Explain what happened.
Okay, I got a critical success. If the hope and fear die both land on the same number, it's a critical success. More things happen. 1 second.
You clear a HP and a stress when you roll a critical. And you get what you wanted.
and you gain hope?
You gain a hope.
Okay.
You don't clear an HP. You lose a stress and you gain a hope. That's what it is. But yeah, you succeed. He says, okay, I believe you. I'm so grateful you've come. Listen, the experiment that they're trying to pull off is dangerous, very dangerous. I've been sabotaging it here and there, but they're very close to success. If they get what you're looking for down below, and he pulls out a really intricate looking key. what you're looking for down below in the fishing lab, he does with air quotes, is some kind of concentrate, some kind of substance that they've successfully harnessed from beavers. They are imbuing it with some of the resources from trees, and they're actually pumping it into people in my lab.
Okay, that's real bad.
That's really bad. So, I'm gonna take that key.
Yeah, he gets
Okay,
to.
cool. Got the key.
Got
This key leads. We could take that fish elevator down to your lab, or take the chute down to your lab.
Well, no, my lab is here. It's right next door, through the decontamination hallway.
Oh.
The fishery's way, way below us. Way below us.
So we're gonna have to go back up and take the fish
Correct.
down. Great.
Yes.
So wait, what are we doing in your lab then?
If you'll just destroy it, that's where they're gonna try and turn people into beaver people.
I
We'll do that on the way out.
Yeah.
Great, on the way out.
On the way out.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll do it all.
We'll do it all.
We'll do it all.
I love it. Thank you. I'm just gonna hide right here
Okay. Yeah. We'll
until
come.
you're ready to come back.
You got it. We're gonna go to the
Fish elevator.
elevator.
All right, let's go. And I open the door of this pile of rubble that we're in.
He like kind of closes it behind you and reaches through the window and like piles the chips back up to disguise the door.
I am so happy we came back and checked out this room again.
Very good idea.
Oh,
Very good idea.
I'm gonna take another counter here.
And he is running out of fear, everybody.
Yes.
We're at 16. Yeah, y'all have been rolling pretty well. Okay, you go back out. You're heading straight to the fish elevator.
Let's go to the fish elevator.
Yeah.
Great. You head back up to the second floor. Head over to the fish elevator. Activate it with the key. This one goes down for a long, long time. It kind of shakes as the lift is descending. Becomes like pitch black as the lift goes deeper into the ground. You're descending just for a moment before a few small globes of light kind of appear in the corners of the lift. The air around you becomes kind of cool and moist, but unmoving. You are deep. Eventually, the lift begins to slow and reaches a stop. As you look around for some clue as to where you are, the lift begins to move again, this time horizontally. You're moving across the surface now, and you can feel that the lift has landed on some tracks and is now moving along some tracks underground. You're moving through a tunnel, kind of descending further as you go. The lift finally stops. You step out. The room you're in is unlike the pristine rooms above. This is a roughly carved cavern, basically. There's another row of lockers in this room against the wall that the lift is on, with a bench in front of them. Plus, there's two large, like, observation tables. Think like a hibachi, except instead of the stove, there's a tank of water. That are kind of like in the middle of this room. Various tools are kind of strewn around those tables, but most notably, over half of this room is taken up by a pool of water that seems to come up almost to the tables. You can feel kind of a slight decline to the room leading towards that pool of water. What do you do? I'm going to spend another fear. Take down my countdown here. That was a long elevator ride.
You know, Crimble, this reminds me of my home before I had to leave it because I blew up a bomb.
Yes, the underground.
Yes.
And it also reminds me of my home because of the water.
Together,
Yes,
we're home.
we're home. Oh wait, you want to stay here?
Anyways,
You're already a frog person. You want to be a beaver frog?
no.
No.
Gods, no.
Okay, so... Shit.
So we're looking for the elixir, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some kind of like, he said, some kind of like liquid substance that is supposed to be necessary for this transformation to happen.
Let us look for this liquid
Yes.
substance.
Okay, take a look around the room. This is going to be an instinct roll.
Okay.
Please. That is an 8 with hope.
9 with fear.
Okay, so I take one fear. Looking around the room, you don't find any sign of any liquid substance. Except for the water that's in these tables. There's a couple of fish, just like lake trout, in those tanks that are just swimming around happily. The lockers with your checks, each of the lockers are unlocked, and they each have a wetsuit inside of them. and like a little small black can with a spray nozzle.
What are the odds you just spray this in your mouth?
0. And I grab it, and I don't spray it in my mouth, but like I just like spray some out.
Okay, like into the air or onto the...
Just like, yeah, like kind of in front of us.
Great, you spray some out into the air. The liquid that comes out, it does spray much like an aerosol can. And then the liquid is like this thick, dark green liquid that kind of like materializes and lands on various surfaces and like beads up as it lands.
You think this is it?
That can't be good.
I think this is the goo.
Can I take a closer look at the
Yes,
goo?
make a knowledge check.
Remember what he told us. As I repeat what he told us about the goo, wanting to give you hope.
Okay.
That is a 20 with hope.
That is very good. Okay. You recognize that this is not what you're looking for. This is not essence of beaver or anything. This is some kind of coating. Like the beads have like almost solidified. It's some kind of like spray coating material. It has a very unusual scent to it, which with a 20 you recognize as the scent of a green ooze, like the monster.
We should take this though. I think either for our own uses or like the Court of Outlaws.
Yeah, just in case this is it. But it's also because it's not it.
It's not it.
But it could go.
It could be something though.
Do we need to put on a wetsuit, you think?
Well, I'm amphibious.
I don't really.
But a wetsuit doesn't really matter
No.
with breathing. So sure.
Yeah, just for fun.
Great. You both, we see a smash cut to you both wearing wetsuits. A little face cut out.
We're like standing, like T-posing almost.
Yeah, what do you want to do? You've got these wetsuits on. You've got this canister of like this weird green ooze spray.
Do we go in the water?
I guess let's go take a close look at the water, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You notice that this little pool is kind of like just like very still in this room, like tiny little splashes from you touching the fake shoreline. If you want to take a closer look, you can also make another knowledge check.
Yes. I will help.
Okay.
By saying like, now look really close, okay?
Okay. Not close enough.
I got 15 with hope.
It's a knowledge check.
Yep.
A 15 with fear.
Okay, I'll take one fear. I'm going to spend that fear immediately to count this down. Both of you are able to kind of helping each other, holding each other's hands as you wade into this little pool.
Such a good strategy.
This pool is getting deeper and deeper, and you can tell that it's being sourced from something underneath the water. Like there is it's fresh water. It's like a natural water. It's not stagnant or anything. It hasn't been sitting here. There is a source of this water somewhere below.
I have an idea.
Yes?
Any beaver people in here? Come out! Beavers?
Just then. No. Nothing happens.
It's worth a shot.
I guess let's go deeper. Also, are we underwater talking to each other? Because this is...
You're not underwater.
Oh,
You're just
okay.
kind of treading or walking along the
So
threshold.
we're going to go underwater? I mean, I can go, so if you want to stay...
Oh, you shouldn't go alone.
No, you're right.
I can
But
go.
also, like, if we die...
We die.
Why?
We're the dominoes.
Okay, you're so right. Oh, you're so right.
Look, I never back down. Do I get to roll for anything?
I'm a daddy's fucking no.
And I've always felt worse.
You actually can apply this experience because if you're both diving down into the water, you're gonna make an agility check for me
Okay.
as you start to swim.
And we can apply it. Well, I don't think I've felt worse. I mean, this is just swimming, right? So,
This is just swimming.
okay, so I don't think mine applies.
I'm going to spend my last hope to never back down.
Great.
As
So
I
you
dive into this.
You can add that experience to this roll.
Great.
I got a 14 with fear.
I'm gonna give you advantage because you are amphibious.
Oh, okay, yeah. Great.
A 16 with fear.
16 with fear. You both got with fear?
Yes.
That's 2 more fear tokens for me.
I'm at an 18.
Okay, you both pass the check. You're able to swim down pretty easily and you're holding your breath.
Mm-hmm.
This is effortless for you. Becky, it's effortless for you. Alex, you're struggling.
Yes.
You find eventually a little cavernous opening where you feel like a slight pull as water is like ebbing back and forth to another source somewhere below the surface.
Hello, are there any beavers?
Just give in.
Beavers!
Nothing.
Yeah, we give in.
You go in?
Yeah.
You enter into this hole. The fresh, cold water instantly obscures your vision, except for the outline of each other, and kind of like you can tell there's walls around you. Similar to the lift, globes of light kind of line the walls. They light up and line the walls. You can tell this is a path often trodden. As you follow the light and you're swimming with a slight pull to you, you both notice that peeling off of the wall, there are these a lot of them, tiny green oozes, the creature, peeling off the wall and starting to head towards you.
We should have known this was coming.
Spray the goo. I tried to spray the spray we picked up. I tried to spray it at the green things.
It doesn't work underwater.
Oh, I kind of motion at Timmy to just be like, swim faster. Let's like swim fast and hard.
Can I help him swim faster since I'm a better swimmer than him?
You can help him swim, yeah, for sure. So you're trying to basically run.
Yes.
Okay, great. You can make a we're bringing the action tracker in. Are you both trying to basically swim?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you're giving him advantage.
yes.
Yeah. So Mark Hope, this is 2 actions as you both make, let's call it agility.
Okay.
I would also take strength here.
I would like to do a strength check.
Because you're kind of forcing your way
Yes.
through the
I
water.
told him, like, this is how you swim.
No, he's like the most strong
I'm
breaststroke.
ripping the water
Yeah.
out of my way. Oh my gosh. Can I get a
Jeez
critical
Louise.
once?
I got a 15 with fear.
Okay, I'll take a fear token.
I got a 29 with hope.
No, wait.
Jesus.
Sorry, I got a 17 with fear.
17 with fear.
23, 27.
29?
29 with hope.
Good God. Okay.
God.
You
We're
pull
only level
ahead. You pull ahead of Timmy, getting kind of a good distance. I would say far ahead of these green oozes. Far is one of the ranges in this game. With a 17, you said?
Yes.
17, I would say you're still within close range. And since you rolled with fear, I am going to take an action for these oozes.
Sure.
This is a special kind of enemy or adversary in Daggerheart. This is a minion, like a horde, basically.
Oh.
There are 4 green oozes hoarding around you right now, and they're all going to attack you.
Okay.
They roll with 1 attack roll,
Oh, okay.
so they either all hit or none of them hit.
Okay.
That's a 15 for your evasion.
That will hit.
Okay, they're going to all do some damage here.
Okay.
All 4 of them do 2 points of damage, so a total of 8.
Ooh, I'm going to spend an armor slot to decrease that to 3.
Okay,
So I would just take stress.
great. So you take 1 stress. That is their action, except I am going to spend another token to bring in 4 more. As they peel off the walls, you've now got 8 green oozes kind of picking up speed behind you.
I would like to yell at you through the water, and I want to toss my grappling hook to you, so that way you can help pull me
Yank
through
you?
the
Yank you
yank
hard?
me hard,
that.
and I guess we keep swimming
Mhm.
fast.
I'm
Yeah.
going to here do a GM move and spend 2 fear
Uh,
to have all 8 of them attack you as you're trying to pull away.
Okay.
okay.
As a GM, I can spend fear. 2 of them equals a free action for the adversaries.
Do I get to do my pull away at all first?
You do, but first they're going to attack you.
Okay.
By spending the 2 tokens, I'm able to take an action whenever.
Like a legendary.
Like a
action.
legendary.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is, there's no critical in this for the GM, thankfully, but it's a 20 minus
Okay.
1, a 19 to hit.
That would hit, yeah.
Okay. 3 times 8 is 24 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's severe. That's just automatically severe.
it's severe unless you're going to try and reduce it. But even if you reduce it, I think it would still be above your severe threshold.
So I'm just going to take
That's 3 HP marked off on Timmy. Now what were you trying to do?
So yeah, I was throwing my grappling hook in the water towards Crimble so that way he can grab it and like hopefully pull me a little further.
Let's make it a finesse roll.
A finesse roll, okay.
Are you helping?
I have no hope to give.
Great.
Can I expend a hope to? I just took a lot of damage, but I felt worse.
Okay, yeah, I love that. One of your experiences is I've felt worse because
I've lost my toes.
Great. What an experience to have.
So I will be adding 5 to this roll.
Okay.
That is a 13 plus 5 is 18 with hope.
What's your evasion, Crimble?
Did you add your finesse to that?
Yes, I added. Yeah, so it was a 13 plus 3 plus 2.
Great,
yeah.
great. My evasion is 10.
Great. So I think that you're very easily able to get this up to Crimble. Crimble, you are able to reach down and grab it to kind of pull Timmy along. Let's have you both, as you're trying to swim away. Oh, that's going to be an action. Let's have you both make another either strength or agility check to try and get through this water.
Great.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a fear to tick down my counter a little bit. It was at 15, now it's at 14.
Please give me hope. No hope.
No hope.
But that is a 21 with fear.
I'm going to count this as one action as a kind of a benefit for you grappling.
Okay.
Just one action as you both swim away. What is it at 20?
I got a 16. I don't know if that matters.
16. It does matter.
Okay.
21 with fear.
Okay, you're able to...
I had fear too.
Oh, thank you. You're able to both get pretty... very far away from these green oozes, in addition to pulling with the help of Timmy. I'm going to spend an action token, because you both rolled with fear. I'm going to spend 2 action tokens to get them back within close distance. However, that is their action.
Are we like right next to each other now?
Do you want to be? Your grappling hook's probably like, I don't know, 20, 30 feet long?
Yeah, I wasn't... Yeah, we can be if you want to be.
I want to...
Like, I imagine, like, we're both swimming, but you're also probably, like, pulling me in at the same time.
I would... Yeah, if they're going to be closing in, I want to be... Still swimming, but I want to be with Timmy.
Also,
okay, great.
Also, how, like, do we see our, like, end goal or anything?
At the moment, you would intuit you're maybe halfway through this tunnel.
Okay.
You can see the lights up ahead. These, like, green glowing lights, and they end maybe another, like, 100 feet.
Do we see anything? I do have low light living. When you are in areas with low light or heavy shadow, you have advantage on rolls to hide, investigate, or perceive details.
Yeah, you are in low light because it's so obscured, like as I said.
Would it be possible to, like, see if there's anything on, like, could we collapse the wall or like any sort of thing to like slow it down?
You could make a whatever perceive is. Is that instinct?
Instinct.
Make an instinct check. You have advantage because of its low light.
Oh, okay.
Right? Isn't it say you have an advantage with low light?
Yes.
Great.
20 with hope.
Damn. Okay, 20. There's not an obvious way to collapse this tunnel, but you see weaknesses that could potentially be exploited. But there isn't, like, this is a pretty well built, thought out tunnel.
Okay.
But you do see cracks where you might be able to with some effort. Depending on what you want to do.
I think we should just keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
Yeah.
All right.
You just took an action, so I'm going to take a token.
Yeah.
You've pulled Timmy up to where you are. I have one action token. Or you just rolled with hope, right?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all are going to keep swimming?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Give me another strength or agility check as you're kind of halfway through this tunnel.
9 with hope.
21 with fear.
21 with fear. 9 with hope. Okay, so you are swimming ahead, Timmy, trying to, like, suss out where are some weak points. You misjudge where Timmy is, and you get kind of caught on the rope with a grappling hook, and you're kind of holding back. Since you're swimming together, I'm going to say that you're kind of holding back Timmy at the moment a little bit, so that you're not able to get super far. That is going. You both just took an action, but I'm going to count it as 1.
Okay.
Because you're grappling together. You just rolled with fear,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So you're holding them back. You're not able to get distance. You move along the tunnel, but you're not able to get distance from the oozes. I'm going to spend both of these. 4 of them are going to attack Timmy. 4 of them are going to attack what's her name? Crimble. Sorry. Okay,
Well,
so for Crimble, 4 of them attacking you. A 10. Does 10 beat or meet your evasion?
10 beats my evasion.
Okay, and then let's do your damage first. That's 12 points of damage to you.
I am going to use my orc feature again, sturdy. Wait, is this a melee attack or is this a ranged attack?
This is melee.
Okay.
They're coming up on you and kind of squeezing your joints.
Then I will use sturdy. When you should mark, help me know this.
Yeah.
When you should mark an armor slot, roll a d6 on a 5+. You don't mark the armor slot.
Oh, great. Okay.
So
you can try and use armor here without using an armor slot if you want.
Great. So I'm going to roll a d6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6.
Nice. Okay. So you don't have to mark an armor slot, and you still get to take away 5 from that damage. So
Great.
12 minus 5 is 7.
Great. So that's just a minor.
Which is 1 hit point.
Great.
To attack you,
Yes.
Timmy, an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. I rolled a 5 on the damage die. Just 4 of them attacking you. That's 20 points of damage.
20.
What do you want to do?
Okay, 20.
Character death is a very real possibility in this game.
Yes, it's very much probably.
You can mark more than 1 armor slot, remember, if you want.
I only have 1 armor slot left, so I
Okay.
can knock it down to 15, which is still major, and 2 HP, which would make me full on HP.
Okay, so if you fill up your HP, you get to make a death move.
Okay.
You decide what you're going to
It's
do here.
happening.
Here it is. Alex wanted it to happen.
I wanted it to happen to me.
There are 3 death moves you can make. Ooh, I'm excited. The 3 death moves you can make are... Let me pull it up. You can, 1, embrace death and go out in a blaze of glory. So you can take 1 action, which becomes an automatic critical, and then cross through the veil of death.
Okay.
You can avoid death and face the consequences. You drop unconscious temporarily, and the situation will get worse because of that. Then you roll your fear die. If its value is equal to or under your level, you take a scar. You may not take any actions while unconscious. When you have any number of marked hit points cleared by an ally, you return to consciousness. So basically you can have an ally, you're unconscious and an ally can heal you, but you might take a scar, which permanently reduces 1.
There's no scar things on the paper, I've noticed.
No, it's just that you lose 1 hit point box permanently.
Okay.
Until it gets cleared up. Or you could risk it all and roll your duality dice. If the hope is higher, you stay on your feet and clear an amount of hit points and stress equal to the value of the hope die. If your fear die is higher, you cross through the veil of death. If you roll a critical, you clear all HP and stress, and you come back to your feet. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do the last one.
Risk it all.
Risk it
Okay,
all.
Risk it all.
Let's go.
Okay. So we're just rolling.
You just roll your duality dice. You're hoping for your hope to be higher.
Okay. No.
Nope, not at all. Not
at
even
all.
close.
I rolled a 9 on fear and a 4 on hope.
Crimble, you look back as you feel the grappling hook rope go limp in your hands, and you notice that the end of it's been kind of chewed away and covered in these green oozes, and slowly being covered with more green oozes is the body of Timmy Two-Toes, soon to be Timmy No-Toes, as these oozes start to eat this ribbit friend of yours alive.
And there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do.
Oh, God. This is...
Timmy risked it all.
Timmy did risk it all. Timmy would not want me to give up. Timmy would want me to never back down.
What do you do? You are 3/4 of the way through this tunnel.
I want to never back down, You can't tell I'm crying because it's so wet. But
That's right.
I want to keep swimming.
Okay, you keep swimming. I'm going to spend a fear to impose disadvantage because you're starting to lose your breath.
Okay. That's not nice.
This is a strength or agility roll.
It's going to be strength. I get to add +2 for strength and +2 for never back down and subtract a d6. So I'm going to roll. That is a 10. That's a 14 with fear minus 4. Just a 10 with fear.
A 10 is fine to get you through the tunnel. And actually, I'm going to say, because these oozes have been so distracted, only 4 of them are on you right now. You get to the end of this tunnel as an action. You get to the end of the tunnel and with fear, thank you. And you're about to surface from the water. I'm going to spend this last action to have the oozes take one last attack at you before you leave.
Oh.
I'm also going to spend 1 fear to take my timer down to 13. No, F it. I'm going to spend 2 to bring it down to 12.
I didn't think today was going to go like this.
And here comes the attack. 4 oozes on you. That's a 19 to hit.
That does it.
4 times 4 is 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. That's only major damage, and I will be using my sturdy feet again.
Great.
You're
going to use your armor, possibly?
6.
6! Okay, no armor slot used.
So, no armor slot, so that's only, that takes it from what to what?
So it's 16 minus 5 is 11.
Oh, so it's still major damage.
But you can use a second.
You can use a second armor slot if
or
you
you can
want
use another armor
to
slot.
reduce it more.
Okay, I will use another armor slot to just make it minor damage.
And you can roll again, because anytime you use an armor slot.
6!
6! All right.
So
So
no
no armor slots used. You take 10 away from it, so it's still minor damage.
Okay, great. 1 HP.
What are you at?
I'm at 2 HP. 2 marked. I have 5. I have 5 left.
Crimble,
Okay.
you surface into another cavernous room. In this room with you, before you can even look up, Timmy Two-Toes, as you're being devoured by these oozes halfway through this tunnel, you thought your amphibious nature would help you. You thought the wetsuit would help you. The canister of this, scent of the oozes lays useless on the ground. What do you see? What's the scene for you? Flashback, or what happens to you as you die?
I think about the night I met Crimble in the bar as we were drinking, and then how we got in trouble that same night for jumping into the moat. I think about all the good times we had together and how we joined the Court of Outlaws together. And then I kind of stare at the oozes with my dead eyes just double dead eyes, because they're normally, hard to read. Plus I'm dying. I think I look at the oozes with my dead eyes, and I let out a whisper. I felt worse.
Your last words echo through, don't really echo because you're underwater,
Right.
Bubble through this tunnel, never reaching Crimble, who now emerges solo. In this next room, you take a moment and then you look up and you hear the soft whimpering of several animals in a corner as you see a small encaged encampment of beavers. In one corner of this room, you see kind of a like an observationable room. There's glass walls so you can look into it, labeled alchemical storage. And then you see another room labeled specimen holding.
I'd go to the beaver cage.
Okay. The animals recoil with fear, kind of holding each other back. There's 4 or 5 of them in there.
I run up to the cage and I shake the cage and I say, I need guidance! I'm alone!
Make a presence roll.
19 with hope.
All right, 19 with hope, gain of hope. With a 19, they look at you, and they kind of whimper and make whatever noises beavers make. They chitter towards each other. And then one of them kind of skitters up to the edge of the cage where there's a lock, and it points at the lock.
I take my battle axe and I swing it as hard as I can at the lock.
Make an attack roll against the lock.
That's a 10 with hope.
10 is enough. It's sufficient. You don't need to roll damage because your battle axe just tears through this really simple lock, opening the door. The beavers kind of all come up to the doorway and look at you. One of them, following your request for guidance, kind of walks out of the encampment of beavers where they were, and goes to the alchemical storage room, and is pawing at the door.
Okay, I go up to the alchemical storage room and I open the door.
Opening the door, you see kind of shelves of vials of various fluids. Some of them are there's various labels on them. You need to look at them a little closer to know what they are.
I do.
Okay, great. Make a knowledge check.
Oh, there's no one to help me. I'm alone. Fuck. That's a 5 minus 1, 4 with hope.
You don't know what any of the labels mean. They're all written in some kind of shorthand that's specific to the lab. So you don't know what any of it means. There's vials of various colors, various thicknesses. You remember that Darius upstairs told you to look for something red, a thick red liquid.
I turn to the beavers.
Of which there are several.
I turn to the beavers and I'm like, red liquid, bad liquid, the liquid they take from you.
With that rolling 19 from earlier, the presence roll, one of them kind of climbs up to a shelf, and you see that entire shelf, a 6x6 array of just red liquid of various hues. Vials, a good 5 ounces in volume. This entire shelf is red liquids.
I want to take one vial and add it to my bag.
Okay.
And then I want to grab the rest of just full arm, slide my arm across the shelf, knocking all the vials to the ground. Shattering them all except for the one.
Oh my gosh! All right, let's make this a strength roll.
Great.
As you kind of try to shatter all the rest of them. You have your Slayer die still. If you're hoping to use that.
I don't. You can tell me if this doesn't work. Battle strategist. Whenever you're making a roll to physically hinder a creature that isn't a weapon attack, shove, trip, grapple, etc., you can spend a hope to have advantage.
Because shove is mentioned, sure. You're trying to shove over. And at one point, these were creatures.
So I get to expend a hope and add a d8 to the... Well, let's see if I hit, I guess.
Yeah. See what you roll first.
Okay.
I won't tell you if you're successful or not yet.
15, 16, 17 with hope.
Okay. You're able to clear this shelf easily, keeping one of the vials safe in your pocket. Make a luck check. Just roll your hope die.
2.
Okay. You pocket one of them and you clear the rest of them off. I will say the beavers horrified at the smell that now fills the room, which is awful.
I look at them. I was like, "Was that the right decision?"
They're kind of just whimpering. They're really scared. Another one of the beavers has crawled up another shelf and has picked up this electric blue liquid in a vial and goes back to the main room and just chucks it into the open space. And as it hits the floor, it leaves a little explosion. A tiny little explosion happens. Using your 19 from earlier for the request for help. He's showing you that these are dangerous.
The blue ones?
The blue ones.
I look at the beavers. Having the potion is the only way out back through the water.
You can make a instinct check to kind of look around.
Okay. Ugh, that's a 9 with fear.
I'll take a fear token. You are looking around as both a failure and a failure with fear. Mm-hmm. So here's what happens. You start to look around for an exit. You're kind of frantic. You've lost your companion here. And you start going towards the specimen holding door, and the beavers start to freak out. But you're like, no, I need to look. As you get closer, you feel something trigger as you step towards that door. A plate in the ground shifts, and At which point, I am going to activate a second countdown. That is, I've lowered this one, by the way. We're at 10 on the original one.
Right.
I'm starting a second countdown. I'm spending a fear. This one's starting at 3.
Great.
And the beavers scatter. Do you still have the canister of the green ooze spray on you? One of the beavers comes up and tries to take it out of your hands.
I give it to them.
They spray it all over themselves, all 5 of them.
We should have sprayed ourselves with this shit before we went into the water.
And I'm going to have you roll a fear die for me, a luck die, to see if they use it all. Here's the condition. There's 5 of them. So if you roll 6 or above, they've used it all. If you roll 5 or below, then there's some left for you.
3.
Okay, there is some left for you in the canister, but they sprayed all of themselves. You're only allies left in this room, in this world. Leave through the tunnel that you came in.
Into the water?
Yep.
Okay. I douse myself in...
I'm counting down. I'm bringing it to 2.
Great. I douse myself. I want to pick up a bunch of the blue ones.
Okay.
And I want to put them in front of this door.
Okay. You know you need to handle this with care.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to make a finesse roll.
There is no way to give yourself advantage. You can only have a buddy give you advantage. Right. I go beavers.
They are gone, splashing into the water, swimming away.
Finesse roll. That is a 16 with fear.
Okay,
Sorry, with hope.
With a 16 with hope, take a hope. I will say that you're able to get 6 of them in your hands at a time without fear of dropping them.
I put them on the ground in front of the door.
Great. You place them on the ground strategically in front of the door. It's your action. I have no fear left.
I will then. I want to just pick up 1 blue.
Okay, to pocket it?
Yes, I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to pocket it. I'm going to literally hold it in my hand, and I'm going to stand in the doorway.
Okay.
And wait for this timer to go down.
All right, you wait. If you're just waiting here, then I don't need to spend fear.
Yes.
That timer's going to go away. Inside of that room, you hear a lot of smashing, a crazy amount of glass smashing, and you see this gross reddish liquid start coming out from underneath the door.
Mm-hmm.
The door bursts open. Make a hope luck check. I will say there's 6 vials there. If you roll 6 or above, he's gonna explode these vials as he opens the door.
Okay, my want was door open. I'm throwing.
Oh, okay.
To
great. Well then, let's do it this with no luck needed. Then, as the door swings open, you can make your. This is going to be an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a duality dice, and you can add, since it's a thrown, a ranged weapon.
Yes.
You're going to add your finesse.
Okay. Oh, a 9 with hope.
A 9 is not going to do it, but you do take a hope. Your vial, you are too frightened by what you see to aim correctly. Your vial goes wide and kind of creates this little chemical explosion off to the side. As the door opens, you smell and see and hear one of the most awful creatures you've ever seen. This is a humanoid figure. It's 7.5 feet tall. It kind of lumbers underneath the doorway and comes out. It's making this awful kind of sound as this failed experiment climbs out of the room. It's got muscle protruding through the skin. Its body has been unsymmetrically kind of grown in some areas. You see 2 long beaver teeth protruding from the mouth. The wisps of hair. This is not, you can tell, what Rayless had in mind. This is some kind of failed experiment that has been turned into security.
Okay.
It starts lumbering toward you. I'm going to count that as an action. Add myself an action tracker, but I do now actually want you to roll a hope die, because you had the successful action earlier, to see if it kind of stomps on some of these explosive vials on the ground. Again, 6 or above, it's going to step on one of these things and blow it up.
8.
Okay, with an 8, it steps on one of the vials, and it's going to blow. These vials do 3d6 damage each. You placed 6 of them. That's going to be 18d6 damage as they explode in his face.
Okay. Keep track. That's 11. This is 16.
Okay.
6 more damage. That's 9. 11 more damage. 17 more damage.
This is the last
one. 10 more damage.
Okay.
There is an enormous explosion as these chemicals combine for this huge chemical reaction. You're going to be a little bit in the way of
Yeah, I'm
this.
sure. I'm sure.
71.
71 points of damage.
I'm trying to I Am Legend this place
This that's exactly what's happening. This flame, this blue and green and purple magical flame, enraptures this creature for severe damage. Oh, well, actually, there's a rule in Daggerheart. If you double their severe damage, it's an additional HP. So their severe damage threshold is 35. So you have just
good.
passed.
Okay.
Just past it. So they take 4 HP damage. And they're covered in this flame. I need you to make I think an agility check
Okay.
to try and outrun this. Yeah, to like maneuver around this
Okay.
flame.
Cool. 18 with hope.
18 is good. 18 is good. You are going to take part of that damage, just a little bit. 4 points of damage incoming to you as you make a run for it.
That's less than my minor damage.
So just a stress, unless you want to reduce it.
No.
Okay. I'm going to now... well, no, it's your move, actually. You haven't failed to roll.
Judging by this explosion, does it look hurt? Does it look?
It looks pretty hurt. Yeah.
Then I am going to. I can't let this. This is probably Timmy's. This is for Timmy, and I run in and I try to hit it with my battle axe.
Okay, you run through the flames up to this thing and swing away. Make an attack roll.
I am going to. Yeah. Oh. 8. That is just a 10 with hope.
Okay, so a 10 with hope. You miss your attack. The flames kind of lick up in your face. You're not ready for it. It's a chemical fire, so it's kind of carrying and spreading a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You miss your attack. No other consequences, but I am going to spend both of these action trackers now. It is going to take 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
All right, so I've got my... here.
Can't believe you fucking died.
I wasn't expecting it. So an 8 is the first one.
On my evasion?
Yep.
Does not hit.
Okay, the second one is an 18.
That does hit.
Okay, he's going to do... This is just with a claw that he is reaching out with. That's... Oh, that's only 3. 25 points of physical damage.
Oh, I don't even think I can... that's just severe damage.
You can reduce it by multiple armor slots if you want.
That's gonna use like the rest of my armor slots.
Unless you roll a 5 or 6 on your die.
You're right. I'm gonna do it. 5.
Okay, 5. So take away 5 from
That's
that.
20.
That's 20.
Then, and I don't mark an armor slot. That's a 4. So
Mark 1 armor slot.
mark 1 armor
But
slot.
it does become just
15.
15, which is for you is
Major
damage. That's 2 hit points for you.
Okay.
Alex, what's your HP and stress at?
4 of 7 HP marked and 4 of 6 stress marked.
How's your actual stress level right now?
Pretty high.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep going for it.
Okay, we're fighting it out amongst the flames here. I will say you notice that the flames are spreading in this room with how many vials? 7 of these chemical vials have been exploded in this room. It's spreading, and the specimen room is pretty close to the alchemical storage.
Oh. Then What would Timmy do? What would Timmy do? Timmy would not want to fight around explosives. Sorry, Timmy would want to fight around explosives. Timmy loves bombs.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go for Timmy.
All right, roll an attack.
Please, a critical 2 1s.
2 1s is a critical
Nice.
success. You clear 1 stress, take 1 hope, and your attack is a critical success, which
Right.
means that you can add an additional damage die
An additional damage die?
at max damage. You don't have to
really?
roll it. You
Okay,
don't have
so
to roll
it'll
it.
be
You just
10, and I'm going to use my Slayer.
love it.
So it'll be 10 plus a D10 plus a D6. Well, that's fabulous.
Terrible roll.
Wait. For damage, if the attack roll was a critical success, take the maximum potential value of all your damage dice, add it together, and add it as a modifier to your damage roll.
All your damage die. So including the Slayer die you're spending. So 6 plus 10 is 16.
Plus 3.
Plus what you just rolled.
So, fucking 19.
19 plus, don't forget to add your,
Just battle axe?
yeah,
A 19 plus 4, 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage is minor damage for this creature.
Ugh.
Sorry, major damage for this creature.
Thank God.
Which does 2 points. Your axe gets in there deep, and it's like torn up a little bit through the guts of this thing. That was an action. It is going to go ahead and...
Wait, he didn't fail though.
Oh, you didn't fail or roll with fear. It's still your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh, great.
I can only activate... If I
Once.
had fear, I could. I don't have any fear right now. Or if you fail
You've
a roll,
been
a roll
rolling
with...
with hope for a little
Yeah,
bit.
what do you want to do? You going to attack again?
Yeah, I can't use my hope when I attack, though.
No.
No.
There's nothing, yeah.
No.
Great.
If
No,
you had an
because-
ally with you, you could spend 3 to tag team.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
That's not the question. Oh, shit. I will say, can I...
You rolled with hope last time, so you could get your Slayer die back.
Yes. I will say, I don't want to retcon it, but I do have the ability, not good enough, that when you roll damage dice, I may re-roll 1s and 2s.
Oh. Okay.
But we'll remember that moving forward.
Yeah.
That is a 12, 13, 14 with hope.
With hope. Goodness gracious. Okay, that's another action.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Third. What is it? How much with hope?
Fucking 14 with hope.
Oh, 14 does not hit.
14 does not hit? Okay.
So you swing. That's a failed attack, but you get a hope. He's gonna go ahead and use both of these
Okay.
to
yes.
take 2 more attacks at you.
Okay. Well,
Actually, I'm going to convert one of these action tokens into
into what?
2 fear. Oh, no. 2 action tokens is 1 fear, so I can't do that. Never mind.
Okay.
He's going to spend both action tokens to attack you twice.
Okay.
First one is a claw. This one's the claw. This one's the bite. The claw is a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, the claw's going to do 66. 11. That's 31 points of physical damage.
I have 1 armor slot left that's not going to do anything.
Unless you roll a 5 and 6 on that die.
Okay.
Is it really every time? Like, there's no limits to it?
It says when you should mark an armor slot, roll a d6.
Yep. He gets to do it every time.
Wow.
Yeah. Call of the Slayer.
2.
Okay, so you're marking your armor slot then?
I have to.
Yeah, so that brings it down to 26. It's still severe
Severe.
damage. That's going to bring you up. You are going to make a death move here.
Okay.
I didn't know this is where this session was going. I thought you were going to have an ally with you. Also, you could have run. But
I could have run.
here you are. You can either embrace death and go out in a blaze of glory. That means you die, but you get 1 critical success action.
Okay.
You can avoid death and face the consequences. You drop unconscious until someone can bring you back. You have no allies, so that's not a possibility. Or you can risk it all. You can roll your duality dice. If the hope is higher, you're alive. If the fear is higher, you're dead.
Seeing that a monstrosity like this is being unleashed into the world, it can't exist. This is bigger than the Court of Outlaws. This is bigger than anything. I think I think I would like to go out with a blaze of glory.
Let's go! Yes, you do! Okay. Crimble, just having freshly lost their best friend in the world, Timmy Two-Toes, standing here, the flames are starting to lick up your own body. You feel your flesh melting off. You see this creature. It's barely hanging on. The flames are crawling up it. The enormity of the lab and the consequences of your mission here have become apparent to you. What is your last blaze of glory action that will automatically be a critical success? Your mission was to make sure this doesn't affect the world. Ideally bring something back. But what do you want to do?
There's more blue vials.
A lot.
Okay. I look back at the door. Is there a beaver like still around? Are they all gone?
Sure. Let's say yes.
In one fell swoop fluid motion, I want to take out the red vial that I still have.
Okay.
And I Crimble fully believes and is confident that this will happen. I yell to the beaver as I toss the red vial to it, and I'm like, take it to the Court of Outlaws! And then no, this time I will pull out my whip, which I haven't used this whole thing.
Great.
And I will smile as I whip one blue vial, hopefully setting off the chain reaction for the rest of the room.
Give me a one-liner as this happens.
Daddy, I'm coming home.
You swear as the edge of your whip lashes around one of these blue vials and rips the glass clean open. And in this combustion, that chain reacts with some of the blue vials and some of the purple ones you hadn't explored. As that lab lights up and the flames start to spread, you would swear on everything you ever knew that out of the corner of your eye, a ghost of a familiar figure standing there, nodding with approval, saying, "That's my boy."
I'm gonna kick your ass.
The fire spreads through this lab, and we zoom out of this scene where Crimble has faced his last fight. In the town of Therinhill, where tradition has met ingenuity, there's not been a lot of conflict. This new lab has posed this threat to this city and the economy and the ecology, and we look as Gemma reaches the center of town. She runs into the tavern where she knows a majority of the scientists have gone to rest for the evening, and she's shouting nonsense. They're not sure what she's really saying. She's talking about these liars working at the lab, and then the whole town of Therinhill is rocked as a chemical explosion, the likes of which the city has not seen, lights up the lab, killing everything and everyone within it.
Including the beaver?
Yes. That newer lab in town becomes instantly a large fire. The people, the hard-working and earnest people of Therinhill work for days to put out this chemical fire using the abundant resources and their knowledge of controlled burns and things of this nature. And this news spreads all the way to the Court of Outlaws in various branches in various cities. And they know that the threat here, for now, has been eliminated. And that's where we will end.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, y'all.
So, feedback for Daggerheart. Real easy to die.
Yeah, maybe a little too easy.
Yeah, the thing with minions, though, is that they have 1 hit point.
Oh.
And a 2 minor threshold. So you're always going to be able to... If you swing at them and hit, you're always going to kill. And with a minion, if there's 4 minions, if you do more than 3 points of damage, it spreads. Yeah. So you can kill 4 minions in one swipe easily.
The next move I wanted to do was going to be a tag team where I was going to take the grapple and swing you around into all of them. And
what could have been?
Damn, y'all. So that's a Daggerheart.
Thanks, Kitty.
Fun little adventure. Great job, both of you.
Yeah, let us know if you like these little one-shots.
And remember that with the Daggerheart playtest, I have to say this because they asked me to. These rules, by the time you hear this, could have changed. They could have added things. They could have changed things. But, yeah, this was a fun first dive into the game. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, y'all. Thanks for listening.
This did get dicey.
Wait, can I do it? Because I jam.
Oh, you're right.
This did get dicey. Oh, that's not as good. Becky's. Okay.